Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Today we're going to talk about some new rumors and the fact that the leaking drama has actually reached mainstream media. There are some new things back and forth on Twitter that I wanted to go over in this situation. I also made an updated checklist for how we can fact check some of these rumors. And notice how I keep using the word rumors. These actually are rumors, so make sure to take all this information with a grain of salt. That checklist will be a really good way to actually check the credibility of these things, and that's one of the main things we're going to go over in this video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. So this article actually came out on January 21st. Crazy DBD leak drama spills online with claim insane rumors are all real. There are claims that the licensed killer set to arrive in March is from Tokyo Ghoul. This mostly stems from Ruthless leaks, who accurately leaked the concept art and details about the Chapter 34 killer, the Houndmaster. They also leaked the details about a horror manga anime skin collaboration, although they claimed it was Perfect Blue instead of Junji Ito. And this is true, so on our list of things that makes Ruthless credible, we have to note that Ruthless actually thought it was Perfect Blue and not Junji Ito, although he did leak the anime skin collaboration. Now, another alleged leaker has emerged online in DBDFloods. They claim a whole bunch of crazy licensed collaborations for 2025 and 2026. Some of their claims include a Leprechaun legendary skin for Chucky releasing in mid to late 2025, a legendary skin Riz Kamishiro for Ken Kaneki being included as part of the Tokyo Ghoul chapter. They also claim that Terrifier, Predator, and The Walking Dead are all confirmed for next year, presumably meaning year 11. As if that wasn't crazy enough, they also claim that Jason Voorhees will be added to Dead by Daylight upon the game's 10th anniversary. DBDFloods has also echoed the rumor that a Jurassic World chapter is arriving in 2025, and this is a leak that originally stems from Ruthless. However, Ruthless has just walked back on his leak, stating that Jurassic World chapter has been pushed back. And that is actually true. Ruthless is now saying that the chapter has been pushed back. This was a new development that actually happened in the past couple of days. There's a whole scuffle online between DBDFloods and Ruthless. DBDFloods claims that they tricked Ruthless, and now that Ruthless is now backpedaling. Meanwhile, Ruthless claims that they gave DBDFloods fake leaks, and that none of what they claim to be real is true, besides the Leprechaun and Riz Kamishiro legendary cosmetics. DBDFloods' claims certainly sound far-fetched, but Ruthless isn't considered the most reliable either, as they have been right and wrong in the past. For now, it would be best for fans to dismiss the claims of both and to simply wait for leaks to come from tweets or the official channels on DBD Leaks, or to wait from official word from Behavior Interactive. So yesterday, Ruthless made a claim saying that the Kaneki legendary skin, Leprechaun legendary, and the FNAF having a lot of cosmetics is the real information, and the fake information is Jurassic World being this year, Coraline being cancelled chapter, Jason, Predator, Art the Clown, and Slenderman. He says that's all fake information from DBDFloods. Meanwhile, DBDFloods is now saying, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't believe it either. And DBDFloods also doubled down, saying Jurassic Park is this year, it is not pushed back, Ruthless is lying, August, hold on to your butts. But here's the thing about DBDFloods now. DBDFloods is someone who's actually faked a lot of leaks in the past. They're claiming that they got real information from Ruthless and that they're spilling all of the information. But now they're in a situation where even if some of their stuff is credible, they can add their own fake leaks on top of that information. So there's no telling what's true and what's not true anymore, so it can't really be trusted. Like, for example, this rumor that DBDFloods is starting right here, saying Springtrap's lobby and start animations is very reminiscent of FNAF 3 teaser. Springtrap does have voice lines. Springtrap's power does involve a camera mechanic that is much like the turrets from Xenomorph. Your expectations for this chapter will be blown away. At this point, if Ruthless doesn't advocate for it, we can't tell if it's credible or not because this person likes to fake information. They also said this Nemesis and Rebecca will only ever be able to receive legendary cosmetics moving forward. Who knows if that's true? Dead by Daylight are reaching out and obtaining a huge amount of niche license slots for year 10 due to the less chance of being able to obtain major licenses. And we can see the likes of Dead Space and Dexter, and I'm actually not sure what that one on the left is. They're saying Dexter has been approached to be a survivor paragraph, not a killer, and that none of these things are confirmed to come, but they can confirm that Behavior has reached out to these. So I sort of updated all this information. These are ways to fact check leakers updated today, and I've also reorganized the order of things too. Things that are checked are things that are confirmed, meaning these sources actually said these things and now they're confirmed to be true. I now have included the leaked anime collab coming from Ruthless, which is half credible, half unknown because Ruthless did get the actual anime wrong, but did leak that there was a collab. The bullet points of things to come that we actually can fact check are in the order that they would appear to. Like Mr. X coming in as a skin on Nemesis, well, we'd be able to fact check that on February 10th of this year when that cosmetic collection actually comes out. And then following that, having March be Tokyo Ghoul. That could be sometime in February because the PTB is 3 weeks before the live release of the chapter. The live release of the chapter is in March. The skin on Kaneki would likely come out in March with the live release of that chapter. That's when legendary skins come out on these killers. Skins for the new chapters never come out during the PTB. Ruthless did say Springtrap has an axe, and now Ruthless is saying Jurassic got pushed back. So that's kind of the order we'd expect to fact check Ruthless's stuff. 2017 X's list has been reorganized as well. On February 10th, we'll be able to check if the lab coat or jacketless Wesker skin actually does come in. Trapper is coming to COD soon. I haven't heard any word about that, although there was talk of 2017X actually mixing in fake information with the real information as sort of a damage control, so I'm not not sure if that's what that was a part of, but we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Notice all the information that solely came from ASD is not true, because ASD was pretending to be a leaker and befriending Ruthless. ASD then got information from Ruthless, became DBDFloods, and said all of these things here. And this is the order that we could expect these things to come in. The axe power for Springtrap, the camera mechanic for Springtrap's power, which actually came out today. Doubling down and saying Jurassic is in August 2025. Predator, Jason, The Walking Dead, and Terrifier all in 2026. I also want to note here that this person, Black Veil from the DBD Leaks Discord server, they said that Disney reached out to Behavior to bring Star Wars and Darth Vader into DBD. We have a questionable check mark next to their thing here, because we were sort of putting together the timeline. 2017X was the first person to reveal that Wesker was coming into the 2v8 next iteration. This was on January 2nd of this year. And then Black Veil said the same thing, which actually allowed them to gain credibility, but this was on January 3rd of this year. They said 2v8 is going to have Wesker in a skin. After January 3rd, this was something that was data mined in the game files, which apparently gave Black Veil's stories credibility, but 2017X had already said that a day earlier. So Black Veil was not the first person to say this, so they could have been standing on the shoulders of existing rumors and then sort of just making up their own things, so that's why it's questionable now to me. There was a couple new things posted by DBDFloods since the recording of this video, so these are actually add-ons right now. Definitely take all of this with a grain of salt. I'm just going to document this in this video. DBDFloods has now said Springtrap's voice actor is obviously going to be PJ Haywood. I can't even call this one a leak. It's common sense. I can't call this one a leak because it isn't one. Hope you had fun with that one, Ruth. I'm not even sure what that means. For the FNAF and DBD tome that's going to come out, the skin on Springtrap's going to be Burntrap, and the tome will confirm that Burntrap in Security Breach is William, not the Mimic. There's also more licenses that Behavior have reached out for. You can see that there's Chainsaw Man, Death Note, Scooby-Doo, and Supernatural. These are licenses that have appeared on the surveys in the past. I would kind of just consider these rumors at this point and very little credibility. There was also Spawn and Bioshock added to that list as well. Also licenses that appeared on previous surveys. Also, DBDFloods said that Behavior is serious about Teletubbies. If you don't want to believe this one, I won't blame you. But like I said, it's been a couple days since DBDFloods has fully taken control of this account and Ruthless is no longer associated with the org. DBDFloods is saying that Ruthless gave them all this information, but now DBDFloods could potentially just add on their own fake stuff at the end of the real stuff, so I'm not sure where that line is and where that begins. So take all that information with a grain of salt. At this point, there's just way too much information to fully believe any of this. FNAF is going to be the anniversary for DBD. The anniversary is June 14th of each year, which means that the live release and the PTB for Springtrap is going to be sometime in May. That's when we could expect to fact check all FNAF rumors. But I sort of just wanted to post this video and show updated ways to fact check the leakers. Dweet and DBD Leaks have had a pretty good track record for the past couple of years. They're usually pretty good about giving correct inside information when they do say things. I know people in the comments are saying that Ruthless and ASD are not credible, but looking at Ruthless's track record, things have been fairly credible. Having Mr. X as a skin on Nemesis would be a giant check mark for Ruthless and would give me confidence going forward that a lot of the things that Ruthless is saying is actually going to come true. A lot of these things from Ruthless were things that were known all the way back from when the Houndmaster screenshot was sent to him, which is actually good for his credibility because that means it all potentially could have come from the same source. And that source confirmed had inside information if they had the concept art for the Houndmaster. So that's something worth noting too. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. That does it for this video. Goodbye.